Good morning, guys, and welcome to Friday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've got that Friday feeling, even after the disappointment of the football last night. What else do we expect? England seem to do the same every time, and I think we're the fools for thinking that every couple of years that this year it might be different. Still a small chance of them qualifying, of course, but I think it would be just delaying the inevitable, to be honest. But yeah, there's no need to be disappointed about the football or reflect on it for too long because it's day 4 of Royal Ascot, and I can guarantee that you'll enjoy this more. The quality will be better, and you'll have a greater experience in all. It's going to be an outstanding day of racing again, no doubt about that. Perhaps it might be a little bit harsh to say, perhaps, that the Group 1 isn't the most enthralling Group 1 today, the Coronation Stakes, but should be a really interesting day nonetheless. And, races such as the Queen Bars, the Alnby Stakes, and the King Edward as well are going to be really, really interesting. Really looking forward to them. And, yeah, hoping that we can have a good day. If you've got any questions about today, please do feel free to get those in. Join in the Q&A session on this video if you like, and I'll do my best to answer any questions you have there and then. If not, you can always get in touch via Facebook. We're facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold, and then we're also on you can email me, at joe@freeracingtips.co.uk. So plenty of ways for you to get in touch. Please do feel free to do so. If you've got any Royal Ascot questions or just general horse racing queries, really, then that's absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever. Do just get in touch. Right, we'll first start off by taking a look at yesterday, and it was actually a really good day yesterday. A return to form, no doubt about that, with the premium tip Sonitation winning at 3-1 when first tipped and was backed all the way into 5-1 now. Backed all the way into 5-4, sorry. And yeah, it was nice to finally get the better of a photo. Those of you members that have been with us for a while, photo finishes don't seem to be our thing. We don't seem to usually do too well on them. We're always coming off second best. But yeah, we managed that photo yesterday. I mean, 5-4 was far too short for this horse. He wouldn't have been anywhere near a premium tip at 5-4. 3-1, I think was a good value bet. But yeah, 5-4 looked really short. But I was still confident the horse was going to do it, and it was always a good sign that it had been backed in. And especially as we got nearly 3 times the odds there, it was down to a head bob, to be honest. Sonitation just managed to get his head in front of 2 in the pink, I believe it was, and yeah, really, really good to see that return to form. And also the next best bet came in as well in the shape of Cannock Chase at Ascot. This was never in too much doubt, to be honest. 9-4, backed into 7-4, and that meant with those two, it was a total profit of 18.75 points. So really good day, and one that sort of rescued the week after it had been a frustrating week. And yeah, really good there. Also, we've had a really good week at Ascot so far, and I did say that yesterday, although I thought the Great Wall was a good thing, I thought that Baitha Alga was the one to challenge the horse, and thought that was a good each way bet at 8-1, and that proved to be the winner. So a really good day yesterday with plenty of winners. Let's hope for more of the same today. Not only is it racing from Royal Ascot today, we also have action from Market Raisin, from Redcar, from Down Royal, from Limerick and Newmarket. So plenty of action taking place. Should be a really interesting day. And we'll start off, as always, by looking at the premium tip today. Now that goes in the 7:35 at Newmarket. And our tip here is Brigliadoro, that's how I'm saying it, Brigliadoro, and that's currently at 6-4, being backed in from 7-4. Now this horse has had 5 races so far and has managed a couple of seconds and a couple of thirds, so has been close without quite managing to get his nose in front, but I think this looks to be the ideal opportunity for the horse to finally break that maiden tag in what is a handicap race. I think the trip over a mile is ideal for the horse. I think that's a smart move from Connections to go over a mile in this one. And yeah, I think he does look to be the best in the race, to be honest. Could still be fairly well handicapped, I think. I think this is a progressive horse that might go on to some bigger and better races than this one. But right now, I think this looks to be the ideal kind of race for the horse. And as I say, it does look to be decent value there. Great opportunity, and I think, yeah, ground should be a +2. I think we'll enjoy this good to firm ground, and at the moment looks to be a really good premium tip for the day, hopefully to give us a couple of winners on the spin there. That would be what we want. That's Brigliadoro in the 7:35 at Newmarket. Have to wait a little while for that one, but hopefully it will be well worth it. Right, the next best bet for today, that goes in the 2:55 at Redcar. And our tip here is Binky Blue, currently at 3-1. Now, this might you might look at this and think this is a bit of a strange selection on form, but I actually think this horse was well below par last time out, was far too keen, and I think will be able to settle a little bit better today, and I think should go well, has another chance, and I'm giving the horse another chance. I think Connections, to be honest, I don't think they could have found a weaker race to put this horse in and get that confidence up, and again break that maiden tag. I think this is a poor race, and this horse does look to be decent value and the best in the race. I think if this filly can be in anywhere near the kind of form that she was when fourth in what was her first run, and that was at this track at Redcar a couple of months ago, I think that she should take all the beating in this one. Should go well today, and I think I think on potential this horse is certainly the one to beat, and we just hope that she can settle a little bit better on in those early stages, which I think she should. And Shane Kelly's the man on board. He's got bags of. No, sorry, it's not Shane Kelly at all. That's on the premium tip. We've got should be a really good chance for the horse to do it. I don't think it looks to be a good race at all. I think it looks to be really ordinary. But Binky Blue could be that horse that's just a little bit above ordinary. Could be a decent horse and show some quality today. So that's the premium tip and the next best bet. Any questions on any of them? Do feel free to let me know. The lucky 15 for today. So of course we've got these two, the premium tip and next best bet in there. Now you can either do the two other horses that you want. If you don't like lucky 15, some people don't like multiples, that's fine. You can put one, you can just maybe 1 point win only single bets, or you can make the lucky 15 and make your total stakes up to 2 points. And we'll start off lucky 15. We start off with Gala Casino Star, and that's in the 330 at Redcar, currently at around about 4-1, and that's from 6-1, but there has been a non-runner at about 5-1, so a bit of a rule fall there, but I think the horse is being backed as well, and hopefully we found some good value there. The other horse is Etania, and that's in the 5-10 at Market Raise, and this horse at 5-2 from 11-4 this morning. So they're the four main tips for today. As I say, any questions about any of them, do feel free to get in touch and let us know. But what we'll do now is, as we have done every day, is we'll go through some, what's taking place at Royal Ascot and what's taking our fancies, and we'll start off with the horse that is actually the little earner today, and that goes in the Coronation Stakes. And I really like Rosina here each way at around about 15-2. Now, Clive Britton is a very, very good judge of a horse, and this filly is kind of the apple of his eye. He's got a big soft spot for this filly. He really, really likes her, and I think she was below par last time out in the 1,000 guineas. Was disappointing of finishing back in 7th on that day, but I think, as we know with so many of these flat horses, I know I bang on about it a lot, but they need a run. Even the best of them usually need a run. Coronado was an exception, but he looked outstanding. He didn't look like he needed that run. I think many of these do, and I think Rosina is going to come on leaps and bounds for that run. Won at this meeting last year, so knows about Royal Ascot, can handle the crowds, and those of you that don't think that makes a big difference, I think you're wrong. Actually, I think this is it makes a massive difference when a horse, goes from running races, say, at Redcar, where there's maybe a few hundred people there and not much noise at all, to all of a sudden 50, 60,000 people all screaming. A little bit later on in the day, there's a few people that have had a few more beers. It's a lot louder. It could be a bit rowdy, but Rosina knows how to handle that. I think it's got Ryan Moore on board, which is a booking that will only ever, for me, increase confidence. I think he's outstanding, and I think 15-2 could be a really good value bet. As I say, won a race last year here at Royal Ascot. I think was below par in the 1,000 guineas. Can bounce back today and certainly run into a place. And 15-2 is odds that I really like the look of on Rosina there. I think Clive Britton should have the horse in excellent shape. Right, I'm going to go through three other races actually today taking place at Ascot, and start off with the 230. And what I like here, I do like Patience Alexander. So it's a really competitive race, this, but I do like the favourite at 9-2. This horse has had 2 wins from 2 actually, and if you look at the form on one of them, actually beat Tiggy Wiggy last month in his last race, and that's proven to be great form. Tiggy Wiggy gone on to win a couple of races and ran an absolute stormer a couple of days ago at Royal Ascot. So that looks to be really good form. That's been enhanced, and I think this horse will enjoy the ground today, should go well. Has Adam Kirby on board, who I think is a jockey that's really underrated, a bit of a master tactician, I think, and I actually think Adam Kirby is really, really good in big race fields. I think he often gets himself in a good position. I think he won a race yesterday, didn't he? And I think he's a good tactician that will get the horse in a good space in the early stages. And yeah, I think in big field races, I think he's always a jockey to have on your side. If you want an each way bet and an each way one at a price, there's enough runners in this one that you can kind of you can tip up two, really. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if it is just 3 places. You're getting 4 places with Bet365 on this one and quarter the odds, so you might want to go with them for an each way price. And I think Effusive could be a decent one here at 14 to 1. Runs for William Haggis and has Sylvester de Sosa on board, and these two actually have a really good strike rate when pairing up together. That could be something worth noting, because I've one win from one so far and might just be good each way value. I mean, there's a whole host of them actually. I think you've got sort of 4 or 5 horses all around the sort of 12 to 14 to 1 mark that have had 1 run and 1 win. So, you can't really know what's going to happen too much. But I think Patience Alexander is definitely the win only bet here at 9 to 2. I think that's great value. And also Effusive at 14 to 1 could be a really good bet there. Right, the 305 today, that is of course the Wolferton Handicap, which is a listed race, another really competitive one, and I'm again siding with a favourite here. I do like Bold Sniper at 2 to 1. I mean, it's 2 to 1, then 6 to 1 the field after that, so I think we're looking at a decent favourites here. Comes out on tops in terms of ratings for me. It's Bold Sniper at 2 to 1, runs for Sir Michael Stout and has Ryan Moore on board. Now these two with Integral and with Canic Chase have teamed up for winners on day 2 and day 3 of the festival, and I think although this horse might not be quite as well supported and well fancied as those, I think is a horse that can go really well, and 2 to 1 could be a decent win only value there. Was third in first run of the season and will no doubt improve on that. Could take all the beating today, I think. Has won at Ascot before, and the ground and the 1 mile 2 furlong trip looks to be no problem at all. So Bold Sniper in the 305 for me. Right, we'll look at one more race from Ascot today, the 345, and of course these aren't official tips really, they're just my fancies, and if you want to take them on board then please do so. But if you've got any horses that you may be going up against me for, then do let me know there, that would always be good to know. But yeah, in the 345 at Ascot, Adelaide is all the rage, but not for me. I did actually like Western Hymn in this one, but Western Hymn has become a non-runner, and at the prices I think that Snow Sky can run a really good race at 5 to 1 there in the King Edward 7th Stakes. I think yeah, Snow Sky at 5 to 1 is to be good value. I think has been just been second and then managed a victory last time out so far this season, so seems to be improving and looks to be good value today. I think the favourite might be worth taking on. I think there might be a bit too much hype about the Aidan O'Brien yard. I think he's had enough disappointments. I mean, Leading Lights was fantastic yesterday in the Gold Cup, but that's one of his stable stars, and I do just wonder whether these horses that maybe aren't quite even at their best, this sounds ridiculous, but maybe Leading Light wasn't at his complete best yesterday even, and I do think this is a favourite worth taking on at 2 to 1. I think Snow Sky at 5 to 1 is definitely a decent bet. I think this horse would have had a run in the Derby in a Group 1, and many people actually fancied Sir Michael Stout's charge there, but had picked up a bit of an injury, should come here fully fit. The Derby's a Group 1 race, this is a Group 2, and that can make a big difference. Snow Sky might have had a decent shout in the Derby. Who knows? You'll never know. And I don't think would have beaten Australia or Kingston Hill, but might have been, sort of best of the rest. Who knows? But I think at 5 to 1, Snow Sky's a really good bet there at Ascot today, and that rounds up the 4 that I like from Ascot. One of them is a list learner, and then 3 other win only bets. You can pop them in a lucky 15 or something like that if you like, but maybe just some win only singles might be the way to go. But yeah, they're what I fancy from Ascot today. But of course, the main thing today is that the premium tip and the next best bet do the business as well. That would be fantastic, and hopefully we can have a really good day taking us into the weekend and finish off a frustrating week on a high and make it a really good one. We only need a day like yesterday to make the week, a really profitable one again. So hopefully that can happen. And the premium tips, although they did get a bit of stick because they weren't in the greatest of form this week and sort of over the weekend. But if you're going by the 4 points per bet stake that I do recommend, you'll be showing for the month. I think we are 18 points in profit, which I know doesn't sound like a great deal, but if you're going at £10 per point, you're 180 quid up. Even if at £1 per point, you're £18 up on those premium tips, and that's after a bit of a poor run. Only need a couple more winners to send that into the 30s and 40s, and hopefully we can end it at around 50 points. That would be fantastic. But looks to be as though the premium tips are hopefully on the move now. Hopefully we're going to get 2 from 2 and then go on a bit of a run. But yeah, thank you all of you for watching today's video. It's been a busy one. It's been jam-packed. I don't think there's going to be time to do a video tomorrow. I'll do my very best to share my Ascot thoughts with you again. But yeah, there might not be a video from. I'm actually travelling up to Ascot in the morning, so we're actually heading there. We've plenty of FRT Gold members, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, might not be able to do an Ascot video, but I'll do my very best to share my thoughts with you, even if it's just quickly what I'm backing at Ascot and not many reasons as such. But yeah, thank you for watching today's video. I'll speak to you a little bit later on. I'll inform you what's happening tomorrow. But thanks for watching today. Speak to you a little bit later. Bye bye.